Texoma, no large protests, but still a divisive issue. Some organizations like the NAACP are looking for ways to seek justice without violence.
News 12's Amy Jensen spoke with the local NAACP president and an Ardmore resident to gather their take on the verdict and what should be done next. Amy?
Maureen and Dan, the debate over the Michael Brown verdict isn't just an issue in Ferguson, Missouri. As we've seen, there have been protests across the country. Some believe it's a racial issue. Others believe social injustice. But the NAACP says violence is not the way to solve a problem.
This is a problem in your community, my community, all of our communities. And we want people to understand that Michael Brown could be your child.
Ardmore NAACP President Elizabeth Williams says the organization wants changes within law enforcement here in Texoma and nationwide to prevent situations like this from happening again, including stricter hiring practices for law enforcement and body cameras for all police officers, among other things.
Stricter guidelines with police departments, training, more training, especially diversity training, because that's needed. Racial profiling needs to stop.
Williams says Brown's death was a tragedy, but the country needs to come together and figure out how to prevent similar tragedies in the future, not create an environment conducive to more crime.
This is not a racial issue. This is not about just killing of black men alone. This is about social injustice to all people, no matter what color they are.
While she says the NAACP does not condone the violence happening in Ferguson and elsewhere, she says it can be hard to step back and look at the situation from all perspectives.
It's a situation that brings out sometimes the ugly in some of us, and we don't want that. We don't want that in our community.
Makes no sense to me. That's the community that those people are living in, and they're destroying it.
Ardmore resident Steve Parsons says this isn't the first time a situation like this has become a race issue.
As a country, we need to move beyond that it's not an issue of black and white, it's an issue of right and wrong.
Parsons says he hasn't seen all of the evidence, but from what he has seen in this case, he agrees with the verdict.
What I understand, the evidence shows that the police officer was right in this case. I don't think they're right in every case.
The NAACP encourages all law enforcement and the public to sit down together and come up with a plan. I'm live in the Ardmore studio. Amy Jensen, News 12.